Hey everyone, Vinayak here. Xiaomi is releasing their new robot vacuums under the Xiaomi name, and I have with me the Xiaomi V3. So let's check it out. Xiaomi has a slew of robot vacuums under their Mi brand, but the Xiaomi series is their newer line, and this is the Xiaomi V3. I have early access to this model, and it should be available in India mid-April 2021. Works with Mijia. Mijia is Xiaomi's smart device line, similar to Amazon's Alexa and Google Assistant, and they also have other smart products. Let's check out what we get in the box. We have a manual. This is the mopping attachment. We have a disposable mop. These look like extra mops. This is the water tank, which has a 550 ml capacity. This attachment allows only for mopping, and you cannot vacuum and mop at the same time. Also, because there is a motor within, we are advised not to soak or rinse it. Here's another attachment, which is the dustbin and water tank together, also called the Smart Mop. This allows for vacuuming and mopping at the same time. Nice. But the tank capacity decreases, so if you don't have much area to mop, using this attachment is better. But if you're keen on only mopping your house and need to cover a larger area, the bigger water tank is a better bet. We have a charger with big metal prongs. I like this kind of a charger better as the vacuum contacts with it much better. Here's the power adapter, which has a long enough power cord and it has a barrel port on the end. Now for the vacuum. It has a reflective top. This small tower is the LiDAR sensor, which helps with navigation. It has the Xiaomi logo on it. Looks really nice. The green part within is the rotating LiDAR sensor. It would fire a laser out and the reflected beam is analyzed and the map is generated. The metal prongs in the back would line up with the charger and charge the device. Sensors can be found in the front and also below the vacuum, which helps it to navigate through the house. The sweeping brush is provided separately and would need to be clipped on here. The center houses the main brush, which is also the vacuuming zone. This is where all the dust gets pulled into the dustbin. Here's how you would access or remove the brush to clean it. Here's the 360-degree wheel, which allows free directional movement. The main drive wheels can move up and down, which act like shock absorbers and allows for easier movement on or off raised areas, especially carpets. These foam inserts protect the bumper during transportation. Remove them and the bumper is now free. Here's the front sensor, which is integrated behind the bumper. This would stop the vacuum from bumping into furniture or other items. But if it does, the bumper takes the impact, protecting the vacuum. The sensors below, also called cliff or drop sensors, prevent the vacuum from falling off heights. Could be stairs or other higher sections of the house. We have two sweeping brushes in the box. Only one needs to be used at a time. The second is a spare. This is how we snap on the brush. It sits nice and flush with the vacuum. Accessing the dustbin is via this flap on top. Open it up and we have the dustbin within. We also have this small brush which is used to clean the vacuum and has a small blade used to cut any hair or string which could have entangled on the main brush. This is the dustbin. Hold down the tab and pull it out. Here's how it looks. A decent size with a 550 ml capacity, similar to the size of the water tank. Open the flap on the side to empty it. On the top, we have the power and home button. I always liked LiDAR vacuums, and the Xiaomi V3 can map out your house quite fast and accurately. The LiDAR also helps the vacuum avoid obstacles like furniture or even toys strewn around. The map the vacuum generates is visible on the mobile app, and we can set no-go zones, or we can also mark a specific area that needs to be cleaned, which is really helpful. While the vacuum is cleaning, the side brush would push in the dirt towards the center to be sucked into the dustbin. When removing and adding attachments, we have an audible prompt indicating the attachment being installed.
Water tank has been installed.
We are using the Xiaomi Home app, which is a common app for most Mi devices. To set up the vacuum with the app, we need to set it into Wi-Fi pairing mode. Hold down the power and home buttons for 3 seconds and you should hear a Wi-Fi pairing mode voice prompt. Hit next and it would scan for a vacuum. It's found the vacuum and on the next screen you would enter the Wi-Fi credentials and next. It's done and the vacuum is now part of the Mi Home app. Here's the main interface for the vacuum part of the Mi Home app. It displays the current area of the house, how long you've been cleaning, and the current battery level. We can initiate a cleaning using the start button on screen, and the charge button would return the vacuum to the charger. Maps option displays the area editor, virtual wall and restricted area options, and other cleaning options. Virtual walls option allows for setting up virtual no-go zones if you don't want the vacuum to go to certain areas. Just select add virtual wall and draw it on the generated map. Similarly, we can restrict areas. Fixed cleaning mode allows you to select a specific area to clean. We have multiple modes displayed. Because it's in vacuum mode, we have these suction power options. We have silent, standard, medium, and turbo. When vacuum and mop is selected, we have the options to change both the suction power and the water speed. If the area you're getting cleaned needs a more thorough cleaning, set the level to high, or for a light cleaning, set it to low or medium. And in the mopping only mode, we have the water level option only. On the top right, we have the 3 dots for settings. There are a lot of options here. Side sweeping, enable or disable. The vacuum generally makes only one pass while cleaning. If you want the area to be cleaned more than one time, you will have to activate secondary cleaning manually, and this is only for that cleaning session. You will have to activate it again if you want to do it the next time. One important option is the mop or vacuum and mop setting, where you can change the cleaning pattern. The S pattern is the standard, which uses less battery, but Y pattern is supposed to be more effective. Then we have the cleaning history to see when and how long the vacuum has been cleaning for. Schedule cleanup to set up automatic cleaning schedules by time and rooms. You can also set the power levels and modes. Do not disturb mode when you don't want the vacuum to activate. Map list, a list of saved maps. Change voice modes, and then you have the volume. Consumables option displays how long the brushes etc. have been used and if they need to be replaced. But if they are not visibly damaged, you don't need to change them. Remote control allows controlling the vacuum like a RC car using the buttons on the app. Equipment flushed. If you have lime scale problems in your water, you can use this option to flush out the pump to protect it. Now let's test the cleaning quality. Battery is 4900 mAh, which provides for a 150-minute cleaning runtime. Charging time is around 4.5 hours to full. The vacuum has 2600 Pascal suction power. It manages to find its way around the house thanks to its LiDAR mapping and does a pretty good job. It keeps its distance from obstacles and can protect itself from areas where it can fall off. You can see it navigate around this small bench with no problem at all. It also works under beds and surprisingly could go under my sofas. My earlier LiDAR vacuum couldn't. So this is quite low profile, and that's a big plus as it can go under even more areas. If something gets jammed under the main brush, just turn it over and open it up to remove the offending object. Let's try out some sample debris. So here's some thick debris. Some small. And some minute debris. It had no problems cleaning over my carpets. It just hops on and off without much of an issue. You could also climb over books, so small obstacles are no problem for the vacuum. For mopping, we need to change the attachment, but before attaching, we will need to fill it with water. This is the 550 ml tank, and we replace the dustbin with the tank and then attach the mop from below. The holes you see below are for the water tank, and it allows for the water to seep through to the mopping attachment. While mopping, it is advised to remove all rugs or carpets or it will get wet. Similar to other robot vacuums, this one also starts off with the edges and then moves to the center of the room. This is how the Y mopping pattern looks. In the Y pattern, the robot moves forward and back, cleaning the area, but this is mostly used for mopping. It's supposed to be more efficient. And this is how the S mopping pattern looks. which is supposed to save more battery.
The Viomi V3 is an upgrade to their earlier models with a higher 2600 PA suction power. It should be able to handle around 2500 square feet area in one cleaning. I did notice that the vacuum does take longer to dock back to its charger between cleaning, which is surprising as LiDAR vacuums generally navigate much better. This doesn't affect the overall cleaning, which is more important. Restricted areas, virtual walls, remote control are all great features, and the Viomi V3 has them all. The mopping feature is the highlight of the vacuum, especially with the Y pattern. A pretty good robot vacuum for the price, and definitely something to look out for if you're on the market for a robot vacuum cleaner. So that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.